Alright, y'all, today we got I'm Not Coming Back. Oh wait, why did I read that? I didn't even read. I literally just said whatever the fuck I wanted. Today we got I'm Not Turning It Back On. This video is by that boy Penguinz, aka Charlie, aka Moist Critical, and it's gonna be talking about how he recently turned off all his donations and pretty much any tool that anybody that is a supporter of his that can be used to like send him money and show support. And we reacted to this recently talking about like I don't know why he did that. I feel like, yeah, I know he's already mega rich, but it's like, damn, you gonna stop the coin from coming in? Me personally, I don't know if I could do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I call it what you want, but I like my chicken. But word on the street is Penguin's really getting to that bag on a different level. He's like, listen, man, I don't need y'all peasants' money. All right, I got enough. I'm playing. He didn't call anybody peasants, but I'm curious to see what's going on, man. Let's get right to the video. If you're watching on my main channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my second channel, Berto2. The link to that will be in the description. Let's get right into it. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Come on, let's do it.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet. Before I cannonball into the spaghetti and meatballs of today's topic. First things first, before I cannonball into the spaghetti and meatballs of today's topic, I'd like to let you all know I've been actively working on my Mickey Mouse impression, so please let me know your thoughts. Pluto! So with that out of the way, I'm going to show you all of my analytics from my lifetime of being on YouTube and almost a decade of being on Twitch.
Pocket watch.
Now, the reason for this is, a week ago I made a video called I'm Turning It Off, and in that video I'm explaining why I'm disabling any and all means of people having the ability to donate money to me. No more super chats, no more YouTube memberships, for all intents and purposes, no more bits on Twitch. I say all intents and purposes because you can't actually fully disable that on Twitch. Once you start streaming on there, you're fucking shackled to the bits ecosystem. It cannot be turned off. So I made the minimum so high that no one can pay it, hopefully, and actively discouraging people from subbing on Twitch as well. Any and all avenues where people could just give me clams, I am just putting the kibosh on. I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. Might as well get the farty sharded now. The reason is super simple. I would much rather you keep your money. Use it for yourself or use it for things you deem important, whether it's charitable causes or what have you. But just stop forking it over to me. Now,
whew, man, it's like I respect it. I genuinely respect it. But this couldn't be me though.
Since posting that video, there's been a lot of questions and even somewhat of a pushback from other streamers about how like this sets a bad precedent where it like starts to shame other streamers if they don't follow my footsteps here. Let me be clear, I'm not trying to make a rallying cry here. I'm not your dad. You do what you want with your own streams. Keep donations and subs on out the wazoo forever. I don't care. That's your prerogative. This was just my own personal decision. Obviously, that wasn't like the most prevalent take or anything, but it is a conversation I saw stirring about after I posted that video, because there are some streamers that believe that normal people having the ability to give them money helps them feel included in the community, part of the crew, part of the ship, and it's like integral to the streaming experience to be able to like sub and donate and things like that.
And that's kind of what I said. I mean, I understand that you got money just falling out your asshole at this point, but it's like, let the people support you. I feel like that's cool. I feel like that's so much of the experience. I feel like that's so much of like what makes the consumer feel like, yo, like I can interact with my favorite creator. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, I respect it, bro. I respect it. Buddy's he's literally getting so much money in motion. He's probably just like, bro, I don't need any more money. I don't know though. Saying that out loud though, it sounds crazy. And I really don't think it's greedy for any creator to not follow in his footsteps. Cause there's a lot going on, Shit. Even from just the like, I want to be able to take care of my family's family. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Is there a world where it's just you're getting too much money? I would get the money and donate it. Even that, like, I'm not mad at that. I don't know. I just don't know if there's a world where it's like, nah, don't give me no money, man. Don't give me no money. How do you do it? I mean, I'm not a multi-millionaire. We about to see how much money Charlie's making, but I need my money. The money that y'all send me keeps my lights on. I need my shit. Mr. Berto Krabs, hey man, it is what it is.
Like that. I've never really shared that perspective. I've always viewed streaming as content that you are providing to viewers for free. And if someone's nice enough to toss you a doubloon, You tip your fedora saying, "Holly jolly, thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger," and move on. But it's
I'll
not
tell
an
you after this
obligation,
video, Kata.
and no one should feel like they need to be able to give you money to be included in the community. That feels very parasocial to me. But that's just my own view on it. But what I will tell you, breaking the magician's code here, there is no top streamer that needs your financial support to put food on the table or continue providing those streams for you. Also, the bulk of a streamer's income...
Shut the fuck up, Charlie. What is your problem? I'm tripping. Imagine everybody starts getting mad as fuck at this nigga like, man, shut up. Shut up. What are you talking about? Yo, my bad real quick, but I gotta put y'all on, man. I know y'all like money. Shit, I like money. Money's nice. And I'm about to give y'all the easiest hustle to make some side cheese while you doom scrolling watching Berto videos, I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of y'all be playing games on your phones for free. Now I'm about to show you how to get paid off it. Hit the link in my description or scan this QR code on the screen, and in only about 30 seconds, you're gonna be able to sign up for freecash.com. It's super simple, just like any website with a quick email and a password, you're in. It's gonna be a wall of games just waiting for you to get to that cheese. There's so many valid options, so just actually pick a game that you would like to play on your free time. You speed run the levels, and I'm talking about actual money that you can spend IRL, go straight into your free cash balance. I'm telling you, bro, this method turns your brain dead time where you just chilling playing games on your phone to actually stacking some cheese. Realistically, most people are pulling $10 to $20 in a day just from casual playing. You ain't even got to be going crazy for real. And if you're one of them grinders, you actually like to get to that bag, there are offers where you can make up to $100 to even $500. So it does get pretty insane, I'm telling you. Now, some of the top earners, you don't got to do this, but if you want to, you could actually speed run and spend a couple of dollars for better earning opportunities. But you don't have to spend a penny, bro. You could dead ass get a bankroll just by playing the free games. Stick to the free stuff and you'll still be able to cash out. So next time you're taking a break from my videos and you just chilling and you playing games on your phone, you might as well make something out of it. You guys know I've always said, man, if you're gonna play video games, you might as well make some money, man. And they made the cash out process so easy. They have PayPal, gift cards, whatever works for you, they got it. So hit the link or scan the code and sign up for free today, gang. Because when you use my link, they're already gonna start you off with a $5 bonus. Where you at, family? You already know I got you, bro. Let's get back to the video, but go get your money, dog.
Comes from ads in the first place. Anyway, though, I think this stems from people just not really knowing how much money a top streamer can make on Twitch, for example. So let me show you my analytics from my lifetime on
Kaisenat's shaking in his fucking boots right now.
Twitch. Now, Twitch analytics are a little wonky here on the back end, so I wasn't able to just set the date range from 2017 to 2025 because it would just freeze. It would just have a conniption. I bet the Twitch HQ server just fucking caught flame with me trying to do that, so I had to break it up into chunks. So in 2017 is when I really started like actually streaming on Twitch. I had dabbled in 2016, but it wasn't until 2017 where I got like partnered and everything. So from 2017 to 2019, I made $55,500 for those 2 years. And I wasn't full-time streaming at this point or anything. It was just a bit of
Okay, 55K a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm no mathematician, but that's, you know, about 30 something a year, not even less than 30,000 a year, you know, so nothing too crazy.
Goofing around, having some fun, and it brought in $55,500 from
because he said it for 2 years.
2019 to 2021 is when I took it a lot more seriously. As you can see, my time streamed went from 600 hours on the 2 years to 3,600 hours, and I made $1.2 million for those 2 years. And
make sure you guys subscribe to me on Twitch. Links to that will be in the description. Make sure you guys tap in with me on Twitch. That's Whereyouatberto. Twitch, yep. Make sure you guys come over to my Twitch. I need everybody to come over to Twitch. Link in the description. I'm not stopping the promo. Y'all go get to me on Twitch, man. Subscribe to me on Twitch. Now that we got that out of the way, we can continue.
This was before my Twitch contract, so the only ads that were running on my stream were like the pre-roll ads, the ones that Twitch would insert themselves. So this was still without ads, by the way. $1.2 million, almost 1.3. Then I got a Twitch contract, which necessitated a certain amount of ads, 3 minutes of ad time per hour. And from
$4 million, third year on Twitch.
2021 to basically...
This is not including YouTube, by the way.
2025, I made $4.1 million. And to those astute observers amongst you with those keen peepers, you might notice that my subscriptions are less than half of what they were for the previous 2-year period. So even though I have 180,000 less subs across these 3 years than I did for the previous 2, I still made significantly more. And that is because of ads. Ads are the breadbasket to streamers. That is the jelly to the peanut butter sandwich that is streaming. And keep in mind, these numbers here, the 4.1, the 1.2, those don't even include brand deals or sponsorships, and I didn't have any like ancillary donations, but a lot of streamers do through like Streamlabs for like text-to-speech, stuff like that. So that doesn't include any of those other means of making money through the medium. This is solely through just Twitch itself. And I think something important to mention, contrary to popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer, and I haven't been for over a year and a half. So
save some for the rest of us. Facts!
My 2025 earnings, I didn't really put them here. It's about 100K. So another thing to add to the total here. But I'm not...
Yo, Berto, when you make $4 million on Twitch, send me $5 for ice cream. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I make $4 million on Twitch, I'm sending everybody ice cream money. Come on, man. Let me not say that on camera because that's gonna be some expensive ice cream.
Even a full-time streamer anymore, and I haven't been a top 20 streamer
that statement.
Probably since the fucking Among Us boom. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like, the Among Us era is the only time where I broached, like, the top 20. I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still a crazy amount of money. Where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal, everyday jobs. It just doesn't feel right to me. Streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry, that was a blistering, scalding magma that I just spewed out there, but it is just the truth. I sit in swamp ass for a few hours every day, well, at least I used to when I was a full-time streamer, playing games, or just yapping. Now compare that Weenie Hut Jr. routine to a normal person who is actually working their ass off every single...
And this is where I say, you know, I respect it. I respect his decision because I always tell y'all, like, on some real shit, when y'all tap into my streams and anytime y'all donate and y'all show love, it's like, I appreciate it so much because it does make a difference where I'm at in my life as a creator. But again, y'all, you never have to donate. You should never feel like, put it like this. You should never be putting yourself at a disadvantage where you're looking at your bills and being like, yo, I'm struggling to pay my bills to send money to me or any of your other favorite creators. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I promote to y'all. Like, don't put yourselves in a hole just to get a pat on the back of appreciation, you know, from a nigga that you've never met IRL. And I get that, you know, whether it's me or just any other creator, it's just like, I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that you know, you fuck with what they got going on. I get that they might have even impacted you and inspired you in a way where it's like, yo, I really fuck with whoever this person's got going on. But it's like, again, like, it's just the real world out here. But hey, but it also ain't tricking if you got it. So, and this is where I'm not saying I disagree with Charlie. It's just more of like if people want to show their support, if people want to like be like, yo, I fuck with you. And sometimes, you know, the way a lot of this shit's set up, you know, I'm a smaller streamer. So for the most part, I'm able to like read chat really well and, you know, see what everybody got going on. But imagine somebody like, imagine you're watching somebody that really impacted your life in such a positive way and the chat's moving so goddamn fast, like they can barely see. And it's like, sometimes the only way you can actually get the creator's attention is sending a little bit of cheese and be like, yo, I just want you to know X, Y, and Z. So, you know, again, this is definitely not nothing nobody should be upset about. Nobody should be pointing their finger at Charlie and be like, yo, man, you're an asshole for doing that and blah, blah, blah. Bro, he's a grown-ass man and he can do whatever they want. If Charlie wanted to walk in the street and throw his millions in the air and fucking give it away, that is his prerogative. Now, me personally, I would definitely be pointing and being like, oh, that's dumb as hell. I would never do that, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Day in a 9-to-5 environment, grinding in the hopes of chasing the American dream. And then they'll come home, maybe turn on my stream and donate a couple of dollars to me. And it just doesn't sit right with me taking that kind of money, given what I've...
You're not taking it, though. They're sending it.
...made from all of...
DG said, wow, Berto. I'm just being honest.
...this. And I really should have just stopped this a long time ago, especially considering this is just the Twitch side of things. I told you, I'm going to show you my YouTube earnings. So be ready, because here it is! Huge fucking...
What the fuck? Penguinz made $35 million just from YouTube ad revenue. $35 million. Oh yeah, we locked in, gang. We locked in. hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. Where you at, family?
Where you at, Berto?
I need that.
An unfathomable amount of money. From starting this channel in 2007 all the way until today, I have made $35.8 million. I never even imagined that amount of money was possible to earn without just being born rich. I have said from day one, I got incredibly lucky. I will never be able to put in.
I legit dropped my phone on my face after seeing that. Yo, 4 million on Twitch, 36 million on YouTube, not including brand deals, bro. Charlie's up. Charlie over his career has probably been up. He's probably up 60 M's, bro.
To words just how lucky I got with all of this shit here. I'm not special. I got lucky. I have always said that, and I still believe that to this day. Now, something I saw a lot of people asking after the video I made about turning off all the donation stuff is how much money I'm leaving on the table. And while it's kind of
That's not including the memberships or the super chats that oh my God.
hard to show it on Twitch considering both subs and bits are technically still on, even though I discourage both and have bits at a point where I don't think it's even possible to use them. I still can't get like a hard number on what's like gone now or anything like that, but on YouTube I can show you directly. So with memberships and supers/gifts, I made over $1 million. Keep in mind, I've only had those things enabled for about a year. That was $1 million in a year from just normal people donating it to me. Again, that just doesn't fucking sit right with me. Now, I know there are plenty of streamers and YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have subs and donations on and whatever. I don't care. Like I said, this is not me trying to lead some kind of revolution here where all of them turn it off. It's their choice to make. I wanted to explain fully why I don't want normal people just giving me their money anymore at all. Also, to be honest, I think just full goatseeing, showing how much streaming/YouTubing can make, just showing you the full, unedited, raw numbers is probably helpful for normal people so they can see how much money is in the space, because I think there's often so many question marks from people wondering how much does a streamer or YouTuber make? They'll either say like they're making billions of dollars or they're making nothing. There's never like an in-between because there's never any like really hard numbers to look at. So I think something like this can be helpful for that, especially because over the years I've noticed there's been a multitude of creators.
I do want y'all to keep in consideration though, like this nigga Charlie is like, he's crushing it. Like, bro, if we just take a peep at his channel.
I was an extra in the
I don't think there's anything he posts that gets less than 1 million views. 1.2 million, 1.5 million, 1.2 million, 3.5 million, 2.8 million, 2 million. Wow, he actually got a 600,000 video. Bro, you know you got real fucking motion. You know you got real fucking motion when you're surprised he has a video under 1 million. So while he is making insane amounts of money, it is very hard to pull off the amount of views that he has. How much money does Mr. Beast have? Oh, Mr. Beast is a billionaire, bro. Mr. Beast is a fucking billionaire. Stop. Let's not even act like that's even a discussion at this point. Mr. Beast is a billionaire.
Popular belief, I am not a top streamer. I am also not even a full-time streamer.
The method is to become an information channel. Hey, now this is for anybody that's pointing the finger and was like, oh, Berto, why aren't you doing animations anymore? Nigga. Okay. Don't ask me that question no more. I'm joking. I'm joking, but I'm dead ass serious. Berto, why aren't you doing animations anymore? Okay. All right. Conversation over.
And I haven't been for over a year and a half. So my 2025 earnings, I didn't really put them here. It's about 100K. So another thing to add to the total here. But I'm not even a full-time streamer anymore, and I haven't been a top 20 streamer probably since the fucking Among Us boom. You know, back in the prehistoric internet age now. Like, the Among Us era is the only time where I broached, like, the top 20. I've not been in that ball game for a while, and yet this is still a crazy amount of money, where there is no reason I should be taking money from just normal people working normal, everyday jobs. It just doesn't...
I just feel like, I don't know, again, why you keep saying taking, though. It's not like It's not like he's taking.
Feel right to me. Streaming is the easiest job there is. Hot take, I know, sorry.
Did the video rewind? Didn't he? Oh, yeah, we were further along in this video. I don't know why I did that.
People donating it to me. Again, that just doesn't fucking sit right with me. Now, I know there are plenty of streamers and YouTubers that have significantly more money than me and have subs and donations on and whatever. I don't care. Like I said, this is not me trying to lead some kind of revolution here where all of them turn it off. It's their choice. Edited, raw numbers is probably helpful for normal people so they can see how much money is in this space.
Why did the video rewind?
Over the years, I've noticed there's been a multitude of creators that have come out and tried to like underplay how well off they are financially because they believe it could be somewhat of a brand risk where if they are perceived as being someone that's very rich, well, maybe their audience wouldn't like them as much because they're no longer relatable. It's just something I've seen here and there over the years from a bunch of different creators, and I just find it a bit disingenuous. So hopefully something like this can help show that if someone is in like the top sphere of YouTube or Twitch, they are very, very well off financially. Anyway, though.
Bro, Corey Ken. Hey, man, it is what it is. We professional pocket watchers over here, bro. Because it's motivational. At least it's motivational to me. I don't see that shit and be like, bro, that's hating that shit. No, I'd be like, oh, I need that. I need that. I need that. DG said, I miss the animations, but the current content is doing way better in my opinion. Me too, personally. Look, don't get it twisted. I miss the animations and my creative mind. Like, once I get to a point in my career where I can fund certain shit and I could do certain shit, don't worry. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. You have my word. Like, there's gonna be, I'm gonna up the ante every time, but it's just like the meta has changed, bro. Content has changed. Streaming is taking over. And I've tried to explain this before to you know, in a video when it comes to my animations, but it's just like, you guys want me, one, I do this full time. So this is my full-time job. And it takes me 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to make one singular video that may or may not do well, to make a couple $100. That's, I won't be able to survive off that. You know, I'm not pulling in these numbers. Let's just call a spade a spade. Now, I'm not giving that as an excuse, but at the end of the day, it's, or call it, maybe it is excuse. It doesn't fucking matter. But me as a creator in my own world is like, yo, I want to keep being a full-time creator. I want to keep grinding. I want to get more content out. I enjoy talking to my audience. I enjoy having a live chat and, you know, having people to feed off of and y'all asking me questions live. I enjoy getting out more videos faster. I enjoy, you know, having a more, you know, one thing about the animations too, like all the content is scripted. I enjoy having unscripted conversations. So there's all these benefits on this side of the creators field, and I make more money. For all you niggas in the comments say, oh, Berto fell off. Okay, yeah, you niggas, because I used to average like 50 to 100,000 views, maybe even more per video on my animations. But I could only post fucking 2 times, if I'm lucky, 2 times a month. Mind you, 100,000 views, 500,000 views. Y'all want to talk money? That's only, if I'm lucky, $1,000. So just, but mind you, then I could post 3, 4, 5 times a day. 3, 4, 5 times a day, get 5, 10, sometimes if I'm lucky, 20,000 views per video, average over freaking 100,000 views a day, and then make $200-300 a day. Hey, man, this is, you know, some of y'all might not be able to appreciate that, but it just is what it is. You know, and that's just, we having money conversations. Let's have those money conversations. It is what it is. I like money. But I also love this shit. And you know, I understand that if I want to survive and I want to strive in the space of content, you got to be able to adapt. And if you're the type of motherfucker that's like, I'm not going to adapt, I'm never going to change, I'm going to keep doing the same thing over and over again and hope I expect a different result. Hey, bro. Hey, that sounds like all the people that used to be like, oh, I'm not listening to this new mumble rap bullshit. Okay. Keep rapping like this. Yo, 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 it's 1985. Pull up on the scene, then I drive. Yeah, you know what it is. Big Papa, riding through the and Opalaka. Yeah, keep rapping like that, nigga. Your career's effectively dead. All right?
If you add both of these numbers up, I've made a total of $41.3 million. But that's not to say that's what I have. Now, I do live in Florida, which means there is no individual income tax. Big time Florida W right there. And I know.
I didn't know you were from Florida. W Florida in the chat.
I'm big time gushing grannies, Florida glazer. I've lived here my whole life. And that is something very nice about it. But it's not to say that the tax man comes in gentle with the lube. He still goes whole hog raw. It is still brutal when the tax man comes a-knocking. He'll blow up your guts. And that's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Obviously, a good chunk instantly goes to taxes. There's also like salaries for the people that I pay on my team, other expenses, and also for the first 4 to 5 years of me earning money through my YouTube channel, I donated every single dollar to charity. So,
yo, I ain't gonna lie, Charlie's a different human being though. We got to put some W's in the chat for Charlie, bro. That's crazy.
While I may have earned $41 million over the course of my time online, I don't have nearly that much, but I still have more money than I will ever know what to fully do with. And I actually thought it'd be kind of fun to go through like a deep dive on what it looks like. You know, taxes, expenses, all that kind of thing, to see how it all breaks down. But maybe that's a topic best left for a different video. So for now, I'll probably just conclude it here. Hopefully this was insightful. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Wow. Nah. I always fucked with Charlie, but I really fuck with Charlie now. That was dope. I'm very excited to see that. I hope he actually follows through and makes that video. You know, again, that whole taxes conversation is a whole different conversation when it comes to content creators. Because if y'all don't know, they don't take our taxes out. We get all our money. So we gotta fight with Uncle Sam. We gotta fight with Uncle Sam up front and personal, my nigga. He like, hey, oh, you know, word on the street is you made X, Y, and Z. I need that. I need that. Go ahead, give me half of that. Hey, W Charlie, W video. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. My name's Berto. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.